and welcome. Well, I prepared a whole lot of things, but you know what? I think it's better for me to just bring it from the heart. You know, my name's Nathaniel, and my passion really is trying to tackle our throwaway society. And I believe that the heart of the issue is that, you know, none of us, or very, very few of us in the city, have enough space to grow our own food, to get in the garden. You know, 20 years ago, everyone had gardens. You know, everyone was producing food. Most of the vegetables in the summer, at least, came from the garden. And I feel like it's a real shame, and I feel like we're really missing something. Missing a tip. So I'm really keen to just get people started again and back in the garden. And I believe that you know what Grow2Cycle is all about. It's really tackling the issue from a different perspective. Not just getting people thinking about reduce, reuse, recycle, but I want to throw in the fourth R, which is regrow. You know, for me, it's not enough just to go with sustaining the damage we're already doing or keeping things the way they are. But I want to regenerate, you know, the earth, at least in a small way, in our communities. Regrow, regreening the city. You know, it's getting pretty bleak. You know, we're all living in apartments now, pretty grey, and not much living in the places we're living. And one of the things I want to do with Grow2Cycle is really engage, in particular, children again in growing something. You know, and basically the idea is to get people, just make a real simple doorway, entry into the garden. So the idea is to make a subscription, I'm thinking a subscription-based service, but I'm not entirely sure, that's why I'm here. Where we have a plant of the month, which is just a container garden. And one of the really cool solutions already available, it's called a grow bottle. And it's basically a garden in a bottle. And I love it because it's like encapsulates the whole idea of a circular economy. Because you take the waste stream from one product, wine, which is a glass bottle, and you use that to make a self-watering plant. But the problem is that these glass bottles are prone to damage. You can't really make them at home, so you have to buy them from online. You have to get them shipped in. I really love it that we can make a simple solution. But the thing about these planters, by the way, is they're self-watering, which makes it really convenient. Not only can you have it on the windowsill, but you don't have to water it every day. You just have to put water in the base, and then the plant will water itself. So the idea is to have workshops, maybe go to schools, maybe go to expos. I'm not entirely sure what the market is that I want to tackle first. So, but some of the ideas for the solutions in terms of marketing are, and this is the big ask, by the way. Before I go there, the big ask for you guys is to think about how you think, you know, as let's say a consumer, what do you think is the best solution? What do you think, if you had children and your family, or if you were in an apartment, who do you think it has the biggest pain point? Who do you think is most likely to buy or to engage in gardening? But the first idea I had was my pet plant, which I think is really interesting and actually for a number of reasons. Firstly, this provides employment opportunities for local Kiwi artists. So these are actually designs made by an artist in Christchurch. Really basic. They didn't have much time. I might have run out of time. Anyway, the idea is to have a number of different collectible pet plant ideas, which kind of makes it a bit more fun. Of course, in apartments, some people you're not even allowed to have pets. You're not allowed to have cats and dogs. But having a responsibility of having to water a plant is really good responsibility, a good entry, having a pet. And, you know, it's also really, really rewarding. I can tell you there's nothing more rewarding than looking after a flower for 4 months and you finally see that bloom, you know? And when that bloom opens, it's just sublime. So, if you've never had a garden, I totally recommend it. So rewarding. And so this is just one example of a kit. And I want to make it really convenient and interesting, because the reality is that the sad reality is that people, let's be honest, people are a bit lazy, right? People don't have time, and then unfortunately, people just won't garden unless, you know, we make it really easy. because you can just go to the supermarket and buy $2, right? But so the idea is to make this really convenient and just get people started growing something. Maybe build a bit of self-reliance, I don't know, in the future. But I'm thinking also, not just for kids, how can I target this at adults? So one of the ideas I've had is just to do maybe like a quirky idea, but also something that's a bit of an inspirational message. So grow hope, as opposed to Coca-Cola. It's the same kind of thing. Another idea is just like, inspirational messages. Even when you can't see it, there's always hope. And then you've got like, but again, I would love to be able to engage Kiwi artists. And this is probably my favorite quote. You can't fight to obtain peace. But something like that. But again, I'm still not entirely sure which designs are going to be most marketable and people want the most, or even if it's best to just have a workshop and allow people to be creative, and to go for gold and get them to make their own. But whatever I decide to do, I'd also love to. I've got a Facebook group already. Grow2Cycle. You guys, the page is up, and you guys can please go ahead and check it out on Facebook. Or even I've got a YouTube channel, and I've got all sorts of tips and tricks, and to get people gardening, not just windowsill gardening, but gardening in their backyards. So sorry, I've probably gone over 5 minutes, but this is some other information. Who are my target market? And of course, it has been proven, but I won't go into how successful other people have been. But anyway, hopefully that's given you a bit of an idea about my passion, getting people in the garden. And I'd really love to hear your ideas about, and also, what you guys would recommend in terms of a marketable product. Because I would love to be able to grow this in a way that, really just like maybe take the farmers markets or really get more people growing in the city. Anyway, I'll leave it for questions.
Awesome. Let's give them a round of applause.